You are now tuned in to BFTV Buffalo Fanatics. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Rico, back at it again, and we're live and direct at the crib. We about to talk the game recap, the Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals, and that not a heartbreaking loss, but that's one of those frustrating losses, those aggravating losses, those losses that they still irks you 2-3 days later because you know that there were so many missed opportunities. So score, we lose 20-16 at Paul Brown Stadium. Here's the deal, man. The things that stood out to me the most were the critical and crucial penalties that were game stalling drives. Number one, LaShawn McCoy, he bust out for a good 30-35 plus yard run. Okay, we got momentum. Zoom. Holding. You've got to be kidding me. Logan Thomas, not known for an inline blocker, gets called for a holding penalty. Clear as day. You can't miss it. That is a heartbreaker because that was a momentum shifter. That was a momentum changer. That's penalty numero uno. So penalty number two, defense is playing solid. They're making things happen. We get a defensive stop. Uh-oh. Flag on the play. Greg Mabin, guy that gets called up from the practice squad, gets called for a holding. Come on, the times that we start to get things together, we start getting momentum and gets called for a holding play. Oh, that's a soul crusher. And the one that was kind of a killer. We're 3rd and 15. Tyrod Taylor scrambles for 16-yard gain, first down. And that would have put us in field goal position for Hauschka to kick another 75-yarder. But guess what? We get called for holding Dion Dawkins. Oh, killer. That was the type of momentum shifting game we had. We could not get things sustained. We couldn't sustain anything. The flag is, I swear, is going to be the death of us. It's going to be the death of me. The run game continues to suffer. Wah, wah. It's killing us because that is our bread and butter. We run the ball in Buffalo. That's what we do. We've been leading the league for years. We've always had guys that can play the running back position. But we just can't do anything in the run game. It's no different than last year. We've got everybody back. The scheme seems to not favor the guys that we have on the line. We have maulers on that line. We have guys that can put paws on you and move you out the way. But now this scheme is more finesse. You need to move your feet. You need to have quick feet. You need to get in space. You need to get hand placement. There's a lot of things that factor into this new scheme. I thought this was going to play wonders for a guy like LaShawn McCoy. Do you give him a crease? He's gone. Now, I will say this. I'm unbiased. I'm going to try to be unbiased here. I will say this, though. LaShawn McCoy was showing me some instances. Hey, he was missing some holes. There was holes. There were clear-cut holes. I was like, oh, he's got that. He's creasing that. And then one split second, he waits too long and closes up. And I'm like, ooh, that's not typically LaShawn McCoy. Sometimes when you want to make big plays, you think you can just bounce outside. He's got to trust himself. He's got to trust his ability. And right now, he is frustrated as hell. I will tell you right now, he is in like Super Saiyan mode. He's upset. But it's all internal. He's not gonna say anything. He's up in front of the mic. We gotta work harder. Yeah, I'm a little upset with myself. Man, you know damn well you're not upset with yourself. You're not upset with yourself. You know exactly what you bring to the table, and it's not translating, and it's frustrating. Patience is the virtue, is what they say. But right now, that frustration is mounting. So Dennison, Castillo, y'all need to work together and make something happen. And please, don't ever put Vlad Dukas in that game ever again. He's blocking his own linemen. He's got to go. John Miller, get back in there because Vlad Dukas was not cutting it. Cut it out. The bright spot, though, was the defense. The defense played lights out. It was a question mark all year. But now they're solidifying themselves as a very good defense, a top 10 defense at that. And that offense needs to help that defense because if we keep going back on that field, we are stuck. We're going to get tired and we're going to now start letting these things happen. If we're going to try to make this playoff run, this playoff push, we need to get going. 2 interceptions by our 2 safeties, Micah Hyde and Jordan Poyer. Hey, you can run, but you can't hide, baby. 2 interceptions, 1 fumble. Woo, my boy Alexander came out of nowhere and laid the lumber on AJ Green. My man Jordan Poyer took it back down, out for good field position. We didn't capitalize. Offense, we need to do better. But here's the thing. Andy Dalton torched us pretty good, man. 22 for 36, 328 yards, 1 TD, 2 interceptions. He had 2 big plays against us that really opened up the floodgates for him to have such a big game statistically. If you take away those 2 plays, which I know you can't, but you take away those 2 plays, he's a pedestrian quarterback, just like we've done to every other quarterback that we've faced. We just got to get that offense on par and we're good to go. Tyrod Taylor. No, I'm not here to big him up. If that's what you think I'm here to do, I'm not here to big him up. Now, He's been playing well for the last 2 weeks. I give it to him. I've been one of the biggest critics on Tyrod Taylor. And I will tell you this right now. I'm going to tell you it again. Tyrod needs to do better. I don't care about those last 2 games. You did it off the backs of the defense. The defense is what really propelled us, and you just managed to make it get done. Number 2, there's a guy named Nate Peterman that's waiting on the wings. Man. And Tyrod knows it. Step that game up, because if you don't, my man Peterman's coming in right now, man. He's ready. The only thing that you have the edge over is your athletic ability. Because that boy can make every throw. But it's not about Nate Peterman. This is about Tyrod. And Tyrod is missing receivers. We don't have receivers. Our receivers are no good. How do you expect Tyrod to do what he does? Listen. Those same receivers are the same receivers that Nate Peterman was throwing to in preseason. But it's just preseason. It's not about the preseason. It's about where that ball placement is going. Peterman has been putting the ball where it needs to go. Peterman's eyes are quick. 1, 2, 3, gone. He has no time to be holding onto the ball because he's got an internal clock. Whoa, 3 seconds? I still got time? No, you don't. So Tyrod, baby, use your receivers. Look at the Bears receivers. Who the Bears got at receiver? Who the Giants got at receiver? Look at the Jets. You mean to tell me our receiving core is not better than the Jets, Bears, and Giants? So I don't want to hear that we got the worst receiving core in the league. We do not. We have an inefficient quarterback that just can't seem to get his eyes open and find someone downfield. Remember that old Madden where you had Mike Vick? Mike Vick's field of vision was like this, but when you went to Peyton Manning, that shit was like this. That's what we need from Tyrod, man. You can't. You're focused on here when there's guys way wide open over there, and I'm speaking that truth, and y'all know it. It's your boy, and I'm on fire right now. Let me bring myself back down. I need y'all to realize something. We're going into the bye week. We got things that we need to do. Shore up that O-line. That O-line, I don't care what has to happen. Something needs to happen. Something needs to give. Because right now, we are not cutting it. And what McDermott said was, we're going to try to find the best combination. We need to find it now rather than later. Because by the time week 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 shows up, we need to know our team. We're trying to figure things out right now. You know what? You got 2 weeks to figure it out, McDermott. You got 2 weeks to figure it out. Last segment before I get out of here. APB alert. We are looking for some players that they've not been here. They've been there, but not here. Number 1, where you at, Shaq Lawson? Where you at? Last time I checked, we drafted you pretty high, my man. And the reason we drafted you was to get after that quarterback, stop that run, and make things happen. But I don't see big plays coming out of you, man. We need you to step up. APB for next player. Marcel Darius. Yeah, you had 1 sack. Yeah, I see you, big fella. I see you, big fella. What are you doing? What are you giving us, man? We paid you $100 million. We need you to step up. APB alert. Where you at, Andre Holmes? I don't want you to be just a special teams player. I need you to be a receiver. They paid you just like they paid everybody else. You go to your quarterback and say, hey, we need to figure something out. We need to figure something out before I start campaigning for Nate Peterman. It's your boy, Rico, and I'm always back at it again. So if y'all know what's good for you, you keep tuning in to Buffalo Fanatics. This is the new wave. Tell your mama, tell your friends, tell your daddy. We got giveaways. We got everything going down. Click subscribe. Buffalo Fanatics. This is what it is. Y'all know the logo. It's your boy, and I'm gone.